Good morning. On this first sunny day in February, and it's above 20 degrees. I'm Barb Holzhauer, one of the trustees here. Every Sunday, we acknowledge our debt to the ancestral stewards and descendants of this land on which we gather today. Our society has great responsibility for the negative effects of colonialism and subsequent systemic racism, cyclical poverty, economic inequality, continuing violence, loss of language and culture. Let us work together to remove these inequities, dismantle white supremacy, and obliterate the miseries we've created in hopes of making joy possible for all. UUCW is a welcoming congregation. Really. We work to walk the walk, not just talk the talk. No matter who you are, no matter who you love, no matter what your beliefs, your color, your gender identity, we unite in UU principles and welcome you. We are a community of communities, spiritual seekers taking action called on by our work for justice, united in covenant, and the spirit of love. For those of you who are joining us online, welcome. Thanks for being with us. A few housekeeping items. Newcomers and guests can use the blue slips that you received as you came in to connect with us, or talk with someone at the newcomer table out in the foyer, in the community room area. The other side of the blue slip can be used to submit joys and concerns if you'd prefer not to share them aloud today. The worship exploration table, which is pretty full right now, is available to you if you prefer to have a little quiet activity rather than just sitting here and paying attention to me or whoever else happens to be up here. RE today is the typical schedule. The middle school group is actually going to be working on making some of those, and I'm not even sure how to say it, brigade crosses that the Earth Spirit team is working on. And as usual, there are many announcements that you received with your order of service. I just want to highlight a couple of them. Later this afternoon, there is observer training, which is becoming more and more important for us. It's from 2:30 to 4:30. Please consider participating in that. And then on kind of a related topic, UUCW has active threat protocols follow-up training next Sunday, right after the service from 11:30 to 12:30. Then another thing for next Sunday is the kitchen and household donation rotation. So it's time to kind of go through your things that you haven't used in over a year and see if somebody else might think that's a good idea to use. Let me see if I've got all my things. I think we're good. We can go on.
It's okay. Good morning. My name is Eileen Gleeson, and my pronouns are she and her, and I'm a member of our worship ministry team that coordinates services when our minister, the Reverend Jill Braithwaite, is not in the pulpit. This morning, we're in for a real treat. Our guests in the pulpit are Patty Stevenson and Craig Siemsen. Patty and Craig are Wisconsin-based musicians who are known for their classic folk voices, gorgeous harmonies, and original songs. We are also fortunate to have them members of our congregation who occasionally lead services of musical reflection. Today's service is based on their latest album, Look to the Moon, which charted as #3 album on the FAI International Folk Radio Charts this past September. You'll see the titles and composer credits for the 3 songs they'll perform in your order of service, and you'll be able to purchase copies of their CD after the service if you're interested. And there's actually a 4th song that will be a treat as the postlude if you want to stick around. And if you're lucky enough to have a piano that needs tuning, you can hire Patty to take care of it for you and get the treat of hearing her play in your own home. I think ours might be due sometime soon. So now let's prepare ourselves for this truly special service by centering ourselves with the following words from Rebecca Savage. We come to spiritual community this morning with many hopes in our heart. The hope for inspiration, the hope for comfort, the hope for renewal. In this time and space, may inspiration water our thirsty souls. In this time and space, may comfort blossom in the gardens of our hearts and bring us sweet relief. In this time and space, may renewal course through us, as electric as a surge of energy, as serene as a nourishing meal, as contagious as joy, and bring us vitality and rejuvenation. May our time together honor all the hopes we hold within. May our time together bless us with the gifts of inspiration, comfort, and renewal. Let us worship together. Now please rise in body or in spirit to join in singing our first hymn, Fairest is Love. You'll find the words on the yellow insert in your order of service.
Fairest is love, healer of all nature, love for the earth and humankind. Love will I strive for, love will I fight for, till love fills every heart and home. Fair are the meadows, fairer still the woodlands, robed in the blooming garb of spring. Love, it is fairer, love, it is purer, love makes the woeful heart to sing. Fair is the sunshine, fairer still the moonlight, bright the sparkling stars on high. Love, it is brighter, love, it shines purer than all the beauty in the sky. Love is our doctrine, service is our prayer, dwelling together in peace and love. Kindness, humility, love for humanity, love is our covenant and call.
Okay, now I'll ask Barb if she can help with the lighting of our chalice. And if you would join me in reading the words for our chalice lighting, which can be found in your order of service. In the beginning, there was light, infinite and expansive, flowing out from an unseen center. Throughout creation, there is light, from the steady sun, the glowing moon, the flashing meteor, the twinkling stars, and the auroras dancing in the northern skies. Within each part of creation, there is light, slowed down and held close by every cell and molecule, by every atom and element within us. There is light, the same light as the source, the same radiance that is in all creatures. May this small flame be a constant reminder to us of our true nature and our kinship with all beings.
Good morning. As I set up here, I'm going to invite young people of age or spirit to come forward so you can get a close look at some of the pictures that go along with the story I'll be reading today. My name is Dave Cicero. My pronouns are he and him. And I'm the Director of Lifespan Religious Education here at UUCW. So today's service, falling on Imbolc, that's okay. Looks like the slides are there, but they're not responding. The one thing I forgot to do this morning was test out the remote control here. Okay. Okay. So today is Imbolc, the Celtic fire festival day marking the beginning of spring, sort of, and the returning of light. We're actually halfway between the winter solstice and the spring equinox. It also coincides today with the full moon, sometimes called the bear moon, at least by the Ojibwe, since bear cubs are born around this time of year. It's called the rabbit moon by the Potawatomi. It's really fascinating to me how the moon is always in the sky, but it's always changing too. So I'm sure you've noticed, right, that the moon looks a little bit different every night, or even during the day. Have any of you ever seen the moon during the day? If you look for it, right, some people don't realize if you look for it, you can find it during the day too sometimes. But what really fascinates me is that it's always there. It's always a little different, but it's always there. I know when my daughter was growing up, I'd be away, I'd call home and say, oh, can you see the moon out tonight? Oh, yeah. Oh, so can I. So that was a point of connection that we had, even though we were miles apart. To be able to connect that little bit was a wonderful thing. Well, today, my story is called Still This Love Goes On. There might be some other more obvious choices for children's books involving the moon, and I've got a few examples over here on the side if you want to look at them later. But what really struck me about this one is the focus on love, which we've already talked about a little bit this morning, and something that I feel is really necessary these days. So this book was written by Buffy St. Marie and illustrated by Julie Flett and published by Greystone Kids. I also like the wintry scenes. Sat beside a beaver dam and watched the winter grow. Ice was hard, with little tracks appearing on the snow. Fog is in the valley now, and all the geese have gone. Across the moon, I saw them go, and still this love goes on and on. Still this love goes on. Once I saw the summer flowers turn the fields to sun. Up and down the mountainside, I watched the summer run. Now, the fields are muffled in white, and snow is on the dawn. Morning comes on shivering wings, and still this love goes on and on. Still, this love goes on. In every dream, I can smell the sweet grass burning, and in my heart, I can hear the drum, and hear the singers soaring, and see the jingle dancers, and still, this love goes on and on. Now, I'm just going to stop here for a short little brief moment. This author has been picturing the things in her life that are always there, things that she can count on. And she lives out west. So there's these large, expansive plains and herds of buffalo and people coming together for powwows and dancing and things like that. So I want you to just take a moment and think about the things in your life that you can count on. Things that you know will always be there. And I'm sure the moon will always be a part of that as well. In every dream, I can smell the sweet grass burning. What is it that you can smell in your dreams? And in my heart, always hear the drum. What do you hear in your heart? And hear the singers soaring and see the jingle dancers. And still, this love goes on and on. Still, this love goes on. Thank you for listening. Gwen and Shay have agreed to light our lantern, our RE lantern. So it's a good time to come up and do that now, please. And those of you going to the religious education classes can come forward, please, and follow them as we head out the sanctuary doors and get assembled, get ready to go where we're going. In the meantime, please join me in singing our recessional. As you go, may joy surround you. As you go, go in peace. Know our love is with you always. As you go, as you go, as you go.
This is the time in our service when we have the opportunity to share significant events of joy and concern with from our individual lives. When we share, either in writing or by speaking aloud, we build community and allow others to know us better and hold us in their thoughts and in their hearts. In a moment, you'll be invited to come to this mic and to share aloud. What we share aloud is only for the ears of those gathered now, both in person and online. It will not be included in the posted video of the service. What you share in writing, via the blue slip in your order of service, will be shared as you indicate, in the e-news with our lay pastoral care team, or just with Reverend Jill. So if you'd like to share aloud, come here to the candles, or if you wish to remain seated, an usher is standing ready to bring you a mic. I'll light a candle for you, and after each sharing, I invite you all to respond with me. We hold you in love. Now, come to the mic. Okay, now I'll light a candle for any joys and concerns from our members online. We hold you in love. And one more candle for all the joys and concerns that are not spoken here today, but held in our hearts. We hold you in love. Now, please remain seated for our singing meditation, Becoming, found on the purple insert in your order of service.
I'm becoming. I am all I have done. I am what I am dreaming. I've only just begun. I am who I'm becoming. I am all I have done. I am what I am dreaming. I've only just begun. You are who you're becoming. You are all you have done. You are what you are dreaming. You've only just begun. You are who you're becoming. You are all you have done. You are what you are dreaming. You've only just begun. We are who we're becoming. We are all we have done. We are what we are dreaming. We've only just begun. We are who we're becoming. We are all we have done. We are what we are dreaming. We've only just begun.
From Owl Moon, Jane Yolen. The moon was high above us. It seemed to fit perfectly over the center of the clearing, and the snow below it was whiter than milk in a cereal bowl.
All of a sudden, an owl's shadow, part of the big tree's shadow, lifted off and flew right over us. He looked up as if searching the stars, as if reading a map up there. The moon made his face a silver mask.
Good morning. Thank you for coming today as we explore our lovely moon. The moon has been the inspiration for this service as well as our recording, Look to the Moon. Look to the Moon found its genesis in a photo posted by our very own David Stokes. A few years ago on Facebook, it was a picture of a blood moon, and I'd never heard of the blood moon, so I had to go out and take a look at it, and it's inspired the first song that sort of started the whole recording.
Being songwriters, this caught our attention. In fact, we are considered the odd couple on our street in Milwaukee.
And we have some neighbors here today, so.
You can ask them. A friend gave us asters and Indian paintbrush plants one day during an evening meal. We got home late, and by flashlight and moonlight, we dutifully planted them in the dark. We heard a neighbor from over the fence ask us, "Are we planting something illegal?"
We also, because it was our first house, we also bought a bed, a queen bed, and we found out after we bought it that the bed frame wouldn't fit up our steps, so there we were in our backyard sawing our bed frame in half and reassembling it upstairs, but our neighbors didn't know what we were doing, so of course they wondered if everything was okay with our marriage.
And it's not uncommon to find us outside at night looking up, just standing there looking up.
So in Western culture, we often view the moon in a whimsical way, not really deriving necessarily anything spiritual from it, with references to moonstruck, shoot the moon, over the moon.
Promise the moon, the man on the moon is made of green cheese. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie.
Howl at the moon, honeymoon, moonshine, and that teenage initiation of dropping one's drawers and exposing your derriere, mooning.
Or describing the moon in purely scientific terms. A differentiated terrestrial body with a crust, mantle, and core, located approximately 239,000 miles away from the Earth, that formed 4.5 billion years ago.
But what about the spiritual gift of the moon? That intangible that has inspired people from around the world. Cultural references and art reflecting the moon go back tens of thousands of years.
North American indigenous peoples have named each full moon in a way that reflects the Earth's cycles. Hungry moon, Cherokee and Choctaw. Bare moon, Ojibwe, or makes branches fall in pieces moon by the Abenaki.
And tonight we will be visited by what the Oneida call the full snow moon. So beneath the frozen ground, life is quietly preparing for rebirth. Stillness is not inactivity. On these cold evenings, the moon invites us to slow down, turn inward, and honor the unseen work happening within ourselves. And this song is called Look to the Moon. At times I'm drawn by the magic of a fire in the evening. Let the mystery of the water cross my skin and take me down the river. I look to the moon for inspiration when I'm empty. I look to the moon when I'm afraid. I lay in the water, let the water surround my body. I'll sing for you. There's a stirring in my soul, a world of past and present. I'm not trying to be a hero or a star. I don't belong with all those people concerned with their image. Yeah, I really hate the structure of that song. I look to the moon for inspiration when I'm empty. Hold me in your arms when I'm afraid. I lay in the water, let the water surround my body. I'll sing for you. I'm not a sailor, no great tales of the ocean, no great songs of the ocean, yet it's water that I love. I'm not not a pilot, I don't know about aviation. Sometimes drawn by inspiration, and I feel it up above. Consider a sweet sunset in a place of despair. Life seems a series of lessons and gifts, and the truth's just the same whether you're gone or there. I've no time for acts of petty desperation. Clear my head of all that noise. Let me revel in the beauty and in the magic. I'll sing for you. I'm not a sailor, I don't travel the ocean, yet I'm drawn by the ocean and its wonderful display. I'm like Icarus, don't know much about aviation, sometimes fall on inspiration, and I feel it in this place.
The moon is so powerful, it moves all the oceans every day. It inspires us to dream and ponder, opening hearts, love, and imaginations. Here are a few lines from Jasper Leapock's beautiful song, When I Was the Moon. When I was the moon, how I shined through the night. When I was the moon, I was proud of my light. I wasn't afraid of any darkness. When I was the moon, I never cried for myself. My heart was big enough to see the universe that holds you and me. The tides, how they flood, and the tides, how they expose. When I was the moon, I knew what the ocean knows, that every part of life is a mystery to behold. When I was the moon, I knew rhythms and circles, and rhythms and circles, and I wasn't afraid to change. I knew my power at every phase.
What a little moonlight can do. Wait a while till a little moonbeam comes peeping through. That's from Harry M. Woods, sung by Billie Holiday. And from Ariana Grande, 'cause I never knew you could hold moonlight in your hands till the night I held you. You are my moonlight.
This is called Once in a Blue Moon, and it's about love through the ages. I think it is crazy how it came to be. We were such strangers we didn't see. Didn't see you coming, not a clue. Though they said it could happen to you. in a blue, blue moon, dreaming of somebody, swaying to a tune. Once in a blue, blue, blue moon, dreaming of somebody, that somebody was you. So many adventures, we took it slow, on a mountain top to the depths below. Here for each other, we took a chance. Now we're eternally grateful for this dance. Once in a blue, blue moon, dreaming of somebody, swaying to a tune. Once in a blue, blue, blue moon, dreaming of somebody, that somebody was you. Dishes and diapers, bills to pay. The years keep flying, don't wish your life away. 'Cause it's here in the living, day by day, a love for the ages, built this way. Once in a blue, blue moon, dreaming of somebody, swaying to a tune. Once in a blue, blue, blue moon, dreaming of somebody, that somebody was you. Once in a blue, blue moon, dreaming of somebody, that somebody is you.
The moon does not fight. It attacks no one. It does not worry. It does not try to crush others. It keeps to its course, but by its very nature, it gently influences. That's from Deng Ming Dao.
And this is from composer and dear friend Gretchen Van Auken. A small sliver of moon shining brightly against the clear desert sky can be seen in the evening to the west when the moon is waxing, or early in the morning in the east when the moon wanes. The beginnings and endings of the lunar cycles are the domains of these slender moons. Seeing the moon as she travels through her monthly journey reminds me to listen carefully to the cycles of thought, feeling, and action that are part of my human nature. Slow wavelengths of experience awaken, expand, and resolve into completions.
Gretchen introduced us to the idea of moon bathing. While we need the sun's rays to survive, they're harmful to us. She feels that we can also seek life, that life energy from the moon, as it reflects the rays of the sun back to earth. We've spent a fair amount of time in the desert over the years and found that to be very deeply moving for us, especially at night. Reflecting on Gretchen's thoughts about the sun and the moon, we now spend our last evenings in the desert sitting in total silence as the moon rises over that magical landscape. While it's hard to put into words what one feels during such an experience, it seems to deeply center us and instill an energy that transcends the moment, healing, nourishing, inspiring.
This is from Maya Angelou. Just like the moons and like suns, with the certainty of tides, just like hope springing high, still I'll rise.
And from Scott Stable, don't worry if you're making waves just by being yourself. The moon does it all the time. So go out into the night as you can and stand in wonder and awe. Sit for a spell and take in the light, the sounds, the stillness of the evening.
A moonrise in the Kettle Moraine or over a lake or over the cityscape. Find your balance and place as you gaze at its wonder.
And from Norman Vincent Peale, shoot for the moon. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars. It's a wolf moon. It's a full moon. It's an old moon rising above us. It's a snow moon trying to guide us. And I want Coyote to dance with the moon. In your eyes, it's a loving moon. Look all around, there's a shadow on the snow tonight. It's a peaceful moon. It's a January moon. Feel it in your heart, it's time to begin. It's a wonderful start, just dance and grin. You were told never to trust again. Coyote said never leave home, longing for the stars where you will roam. It's a wolf moon. It's a full moon, it's an old moon rising above us. It's a snow moon trying to guide us. And I want Coyote to dance with the moon. And I see in your eyes, it's a loving moon. Look all around, there's a shadow on the snow tonight. There's a peaceful moon. It's a January moon. Prophecy speaks visions of a better time. Surrounded by love, speaking gentle rhyme. The earth turns back to longer days. Coyote says, speak for peace, speak for a kinder way. It's a wolf moon. It's a full moon. It's an old moon rising above us. It's a snow moon trying to guide us. And I want Coyote to dance with the moon. And all around. There's a shadow on the snow tonight. It's a peaceful moon. It's a January moon. It's a wolf moon. It's a snow moon. It's a full moon. It's an old moon.
UU Church West Split the Plate program is a ministry of outreach and generosity. Each month, we share half of all undesignated offerings with a nonprofit organization that helps us live our Unitarian Universalist values, pursue social justice, and serve our wider community. This month, let me see if I can do this. I'm not sure I know how. The right button, thank you. I don't know, the back just came out. Something's up there. Good to have help. And here comes Vicki. Oh, okay. So, as I was saying, this month's recipient is the African American Breastfeeding Network, a Milwaukee-based organization dedicated to improving birth outcomes and closing racial disparities in maternal and infant health. AABN works to ensure that Black families have the education, support, and community they need to thrive during pregnancy, birth, and early parenting. Through culturally grounded, community-led programs, AABM provides breastfeeding education, doula support, peer counseling, and advocacy, centering dignity, health, and equity for Black mothers and babies. Their work recognizes that breastfeeding is not just a personal choice, but a public health and racial justice issue. Nurturing new life, supporting families, and strengthening community are deeply aligned with our UU values. The African American Breastfeeding Network embodies that commitment, grounded in care, justice, and love for future generations. Got it. So, drop something in the offering basket today, or go to UUCW's website Donate tab and select Split the Plate from the menu provided. Or you can text or mail your donation using the information found. We thank you most sincerely for your support.
Is this on? Yeah, maybe it's because I'm a French teacher, but I love that song. I feel like I'm floating along on a river through an impressionist painting when I hear that song. And I'm just nice and calm now, and but I guess I better get back to business. So, time for some more. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's dedicate our offering first. So please join me now in the dedication of this offering, which is found in your order of service. To the work of this community, which is to ground ourselves in love and joy, for just inclusion and justice, we dedicate ourselves, and these are offerings. And now please rise again in body or in spirit to join in singing One Foot, Lead with Love, which is found on the tan insert in your order of service.
This is a song that ended our service last week, and I just wanted to sing it again because thinking about our friends in Minnesota who we love and support. Written by Melanie Demore, who has this to say about the song. I was inspired by the great movements that were started out of the love for their people, not out of the hatred of others. The song works like this. We'll sing the refrain 2 times through each time we get to it, and then each verse is done call and response style. So you'll just repeat each short phrase after me. Join with me. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Don't give up hope. Don't give up hope. You're not alone. You're not alone. Don't you give up. Don't you give up. Keep moving on. Keep moving on. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Lift up your eyes. Lift up your eyes. Don't you despair. Don't you despair. Look up ahead. Look up ahead. The path is there. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. I know you're scared. And I'm scared too. But here I am. Right next to you. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. You gotta put one foot in front of the other and lead with love. Put one foot in front of the other and lead with love.
Our chalice. As I read our closing words, which is a poem by Catherine Flynn entitled A Blessing of Darkness and Light. Blessed is the dark in which our dreams stir and are revealed. Blessed is the dark of earth where seeds come to life. Blessed are the depths of the ocean where no light shimmers, the womb of all earthly life. Blessed is the light into which we awake, the light that sparkles on the waters, that calls the tree forth from the seed and calls the shadow forth from the tree. Blessed are we as we move through darkness and through light.
Agave moon, please speak my name. Speak to me like a whistle on a southbound train. Tell me a story from long ago, edges of beginnings and endings, one you already know. This is where you find love, where you find wisdom, where you find truth in the sky, glory be. This is where you find peace, you find belonging, where you find love, one another, where you find love with each other, where you find love. Silver moon nestled in a clear evening sky will look quick and shine and smile, will soon be night. Starts and ends this cycle of time will look quick and slender grace is a friend of mine. This is where you find love, where you find wisdom, where you find truth in the sky, glory be. This is where you find peace, you find belonging, where you find love, one another, where you find love with each other, where you find love. The sun shines bright on the earth in June, singing hey diddle diddle, dance to the fiddle by the light of the silvery moon. She leaves at night so the moon can breathe, reflecting back to earth. Hey, won't you dance with me? What is truth in this crazy tale? The moon shines bright on this evening as I exhale. The crescent moon holds the heavens and stars, and if you listen real still, you can hear my guitar. This is where you find love, where you find wisdom, where you find truth in the sky, glory be. This is where you find peace,